Welcome to our podcast. Today, we're diving into the art of naming your marketing agency for a memorable brand identity. Let's get started.
Oh, that's a big one. So how important is the name really?
Well, it's like, the first handshake you have with a
Right.
potential client. If your name doesn't stand out, you might just fade into the background.
So a name can really make or break an agency.
Exactly. A well-chosen name can help you create a strong, recognizable brand and set you
Yeah.
apart from the competition.
But what makes a name well chosen? I mean, isn't it subjective?
That's a great question. It should be easy to remember and spell unique and reflective of your agency's values and mission.
So no tongue twisters or overly generic names then?
Exactly. You don't want potential clients struggling to pronounce or remember your name. It's like, trying to find a friend in a crowd when you can't recall their face.
Right.
Not very effective.
Haha, true. So how does branding fit into all this?
Well, your agency's name is the cornerstone of your brand identity. It communicates your values and sets
Yeah.
expectations. It's not just a label, it's part of your story.
But isn't branding more about logos and visuals?
Those are important too, but the name is foundational. Think of it as the first note in your brand's symphony.
Nice
Without
analogy.
the rest doesn't quite harmonize.
Got it. So any tips on creating a strong identity?
Definitely. First, define your core values. What does your agency stand for?
Right.
Then develop a unique selling proposition. What sets you apart?
Makes sense.
Also, create a recognizable brand. Your logo, tagline, and name should all work together.
Yeah.
Consistency is key.
And social media? Where does that fit in?
It's huge. Being active on social media platforms where your target audience hangs out helps build your brand identity. Plus, it's a great way to showcase your work.
But what about the actual process of naming? Any steps to follow?
Absolutely. Start by brainstorming words that reflect your agency. Then, create a list of potential
Right.
names. Narrow it down by considering things like memorability and domain availability.
Oh, domain availability. Can't forget that in today's digital age.
Exactly. And here's a pro tip. Test your shortlisted names with your target audience.
Good idea.
Feedback can be invaluable.
But what if you still can't decide?
Sometimes it's about going with your gut, but make sure it aligns with your brand strategy. And avoid
Right.
names that are too generic or hard to pronounce.
So, in a nutshell, the name is more than just a word. It's the essence of your agency?
Exactly. It's like Shakespeare said, "A rose by any other name would
Ha ha.
smell as sweet." But in business, the right name can make all the difference.
Well, that's a lot to think about. Thanks for the insights.
Anytime. Naming might seem daunting, but with the right approach, you can find the perfect name for your agency.
Definitely.
Good luck to all our listeners embarking on this journey.